Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos and Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Today's program is all about agriculture development, focusing on agric startups. This time, the Lagos State government has restated its commitment to provide a conducive ambience for agripreneurs within the agric ecosystem in the state to thrive. This assurance comes as the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems kicks off the 2024 Training Intervention Scheme for another batch of the Lagos Agripreneurship Program at the Agricultural Training Institute in Ekpe. The exercise is a 30-day on-site training program in 3 major agricultural value chains to improve food security and provide an employable pool of young, talented individuals to serve in commercial farms. Take a look.
This is Lagos State Agricultural Training Institute, Araga Ekpe, currently occupied by students undergoing Lagos Agricultural Training Program to gain advanced knowledge on agri-business targeted at reducing unemployment among women and youths in the states. It's the 20th edition, and it also attracts senior officials from the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems to educate the students on the benefits of the program.
Every successful business starts with knowledge, an idea and knowledge of the business. You have also said you are interested in agriculture. So this program is one of our capacity building program, training program, designed to train you in the vocation that you have decided to go into, which is agricultural practices, be it production or processing or distribution or even the logistics end of it. This program is designed to provide training in poultry production, in aquaculture, in vegetable production, and also piggery. And it's structured into practical and then training sessions. So we have the training sessions and this all, but then it is practical oriented, that you are exposed to the nitty-gritty of what it takes to be a world-class agripreneur. This program is designed to attract youth, all of us seated before me today, and those that have gone before us, to come into this space so as over time to replace the aging farmer population, even fishermen population in the state, and we can ensure that Lagos State is on the track of sustainable food production, so we can achieve the target that we have set for ourselves of attaining to 40% of our food requirement by the end of next year. It is doable, it is achievable with the efforts of you and I in this space.
The Lagos Agripreneurship Program is a social intervention scheme introduced in 2019 by the administration of Govt Babajide Sanwo-Olu to expose participants to modern agricultural techniques and practices to help them become an army of food producers as well as employer of labor.
When you want to create your content, make it real. Be yourself. Be authentic, right? Be authentic. When you are authentic, people will know that this person is real and they will listen to you. Now, let's say you have a snail farm and you're on the farm, just doing your stuff, just go live. Tell them, okay, this is what like my money, all this, get ready with me, whatever. There's something that you can do, like I'm trying to give you like a content example, like, what my money looks like as a snail farmer, right? When I wake up, I go to the farm, try to clean the, God bless you, something like that. And people will know that, oh, this person actually has a farm, and this person actually rear these snails herself or by himself. Do you understand? So people will connect with you and they will know that you are an authentic person. So let's say you don't even want to use AI. You see people posting content. You can copy people's content, but add your own personal stuff to it. Add your own, voice to it. Add your voice to it. When you add it, you have content that you post on your page.
From the classroom, the students move to the field to practicalize what they have learned.
When planting, the depth should not be more than 2 centimeters. And at the same time, please make sure you cover lightly. Don't press after planting. If you press, you make it very hard for the plant to come out when they begin to sprout. I hope you can hear that.
The instructor distributes sweet corn seed to the students and the work begins. Some of them share their experience and their passion for agric business.
The experience has been amazing so far. We've learned a lot about poultry, piggery, and basically agriculture in general. And for example, where we are today, we're planting corn, maize with the dribbling method. This experience has been an eye-opener for me. For example, before I came here, I didn't know a lot of things about poultry, for example, which was my field I selected. But now, after this training, which will be finishing soon, I will be able to come out boldly and speak on some things that I didn't know before I came here. And also, I'm a lot more business-minded when it comes to agriculture right now. And we're really privileged to experience this kind of thing. And yeah, we look forward to more things like this to empower the youth in Lagos State.
In the aspect of farming, and that is for vegetables, we've learned about the kind of vegetables that we have, and also how to plant sweet corn through the dribbling process. I've also learned about how to plant cucumber, which we have also inside, and we also learned on piggery. We learned about how to take care of them, inject them medicinally, and how to handle them, which we actually did. I actually handled the pigs and the little ones. For fishery, we were taught how to hatch the eggs of the catfish from the hatchery process to the growing process, and we saw how it's been made. And for poultry also, we were in the poultry farm, the pen house. We saw the birds, we fed some of them. We also had the process of actually picking up the eggs from the battery cages. And also in the classes, we also taught the processing. We also learned how to process them. That is the fish into barbecues, roasted smoked fish. We also have learned how to make kilishi fish, which we all did practically. And also we were taught the entrepreneurship way of all of this, which is how to sell them, how to make business out of it and make money from them. We were taught all of that too. And also how to have a broad mindset on making it large and also equipping those around us too. Without this, I will not have any knowledge on agriculture, and as I am, I can boldly say I know a lot on agriculture, and I can actually assist someone on the farm or even think of having my own. So this knowledge is beyond my imagination, because I can't even get it for free, and this is coming out for free, even with the feeding and the hostel, everything is free. So I want to say a very big thank you to the Lagos State government for this opportunity, and for other youths that have also benefited and are soon to benefit from it too.
Massive parcels of land are available for farming in the institute in Ekpe. The vegetable production facilitator says it takes less than 3 months to harvest sweet corn, an area in which some students have shown interest.
Sweet corn is a very popular vegetable around here, and people, request more for it. And it takes just about between 75 and 80 days for maturity. And it also requires about the same treatment like the normal corn. But at the end of the day, when you consume, the tastes are different. Before now, a lot of things are, hidden to most farmers. It is even better to consume corn fresh than the processed and preserved ones. You don't preserve ordinarily, you still have to use chemical. But more people are now getting to know that you can also plant and harvest sweet corn without waiting for the imported one, because our environment is conducive for some of the varieties. Though we have varieties that are not, suitable for our weather condition. But in spite of that, we still have some of them that we can plant and harvest successfully. So more people are now getting to know that, and more farmers are, producing sweet corn here in this part of the world. I would really want to appreciate, the thinking behind this training process, because majority of my erstwhile trainees, most people come here, intending to be poultry farmers as well as fish farmers. But based on the feedback we have, majority usually start with vegetables, not sweet corn alone, simply because the cost is lower and you can, start at any scale. But for others, you might need some capital, a huge amount of capital to start with. But it is also possible for you to start this, then whatever accrues from this can also be invested in other areas. So they have been highly cooperative, and I always tell them something, that you are here to probably get to my own level. When you come, you might not know too much of it, but by the time you leave here, we'll be at the same level, because all I know, I try as much as possible to impart on them, and it has always been successful, thanks to the management as well as the ministry and the governor, who has thought of doing this.
It's an intensive training experience for the youths, and the next port of call is the poultry farming section within the same premises, where 200 crates of eggs are being produced by old layer chickens on a daily basis. The agriculture sector now accommodates the youths, who are beginning to dominate the agribusiness. One of the beneficiaries of the 2021 training program shares his success story and how the state government has supported his group's poultry business.
As you can see, behind me is a poultry pen that we are empowered with in 2023. We are 23 in number, we are 20 in number rather, and we are empowered with 10,000 beds. And all the facilities here are given to us by the government for free. And we are giving the bed at point of lay at 16 weeks old. Currently they are 55 weeks old, and currently, as our eggs are over there, we produce 200 crates daily. Apart from 20 of us that are beneficiaries, we have also been able to empower other people by employing them to help us do the work of feeding and other work within the farm here. We have 5 staff working with us currently, and we are paying them monthly. And aside that, we have been able to group into cooperative. And our cooperative have been registered with Lagos Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Currently, we sell at 4,300 naira per crate from the farm here. And doing the valuation as well, some other people too will also come to the farm here to pick the egg and distribute across Lagos State. They're also creating job opportunity for those people too, because they also be going and be selling at their own rate outside. So I think this program has been useful for us and has been very beneficial for every one of us. At least we are here, apart from the empowerment here, the accommodation is given to us for free, cost to the Lagos State government, just to ensure that young people are also encouraged in this business.
Moving on to fish farming, the aquaculture business is another viable area, and it's important to know how to feed and care for the fish.
Anytime you are feeding your fish, I discover that you are just for instance, if your fish, they are consuming 25 kg in a day. Now, if you pour the same 25 kg inside the water, that means you are going to waste the feed. There are some times that you cannot just be pouring the feed on the water. That's why you'll be putting it gradually inside the water, so that you'll be able to assess your fish when they are feeding and to know the condition of your fish. So you are going to demonstrate it here, because I told you that anytime you leave the feed on the water like this, at the end of the day, the feed is going down into the water and it's going to build up the ammonia level. Once it builds up the ammonia level, you'll be seeing the casualties on the water.
Then the feeding demonstration begins.
Continue feeding, you see that they are still at the same spot.
Some of those present have shown interest in aquaculture and are ready to set up their own business.
We took them through the process of the ashi. So from the first stage of the larva, so where they graduate to the fries, from fries to the juvenile, from fries to the fingerlings, from fingerlings to the jumbo, and from jumbo to the table size. So all these stages, we told them, we demonstrated everything for them, and they really understand it. Also, we told them concerning the juvenile, that whenever they are 8 weeks old, they are already juvenile. When they are 4 weeks old, they are fingerlings. So from there, and also we told them on how to identify the size of the feed to give their feed whenever they are into the production. And also some students here, they develop interest in different areas, like production, like all this packaging, the processing, and grow out business in general.
I've learned a lot about fishery while I'm here, and a lot of fish that I can culture on my own. And I believe that after I should be able to own a pond, but I want to go into processing of fish. After this program, I want to go into processing of fish, sell within our community and outside the country. God help me. A lot of us youths, we don't even know what we want to do before we come to this program. But yeah, even if we are not going to Aqua, they actually gave us a lot of things that we can venture into. The input, the processing, the distribution, anything you want to venture into. So it's an eye-opener for us. We really appreciate the state government for what they are doing, and we are really grateful.
At the broiler section, there are 5,000 2-week-old birds at the facility that will be ready for the market in the next 4 weeks, while another facility caters for 5-week-old broiler that must be handled with care.
This is what you see when you go to eateries. This is what you go to eateries to eat, or the hotels. They have very soft meat and even soft bones. You get it, but they are ready because as they are, they've gone to table size. You get it, so they are ready for consumption. Like those that you saw over there, they are still very young. Those that you see over there, they are less than 2 weeks. They are less than 2 weeks. So it's only when they are still of that size that you can make that sound. The one you make that scared them. It's only when they are still young that you can make such sound. You see, when they are still very young, under 2 weeks, when you do that, you are only doing that to assess them, to know how active they are. So if you make that kind of sound when they are still at that age, less than 2 weeks, you will see them. If they are very active, if they are not having any health issue, you will see them come together. They rush to a particular place, and like I said, at that age, they still have the weight is not much. They can still accommodate that kind of noise, but not at this age anymore. You try as much as possible to prevent any form of noise that will scare them. Even you don't allow cars to come around and start pressing their own. You don't allow it. Anything that will scare them, you try as much as possible to prevent it.
Obviously, it's a one-stop environment for agri startup. Another aspect is pig farming. The students also have a first-hand knowledge of how to rear pigs in a conducive environment such as this.
I've learned that while handling pigs, you have to be very calm so that you don't startle them. I've also learned how to take care of them. For example, how to give them injections during their vaccination time, and also the food they eat, the feed, how it was compounded, what they need, the energy requirements. So those are some of the things we've learned here. And we've also learned how to make sure that their environment is clean, because pigs, they don't sweat, so they need cool environments. So we've also seen how their building is constructed so that everything can be orderly, so that they don't keep infecting themselves with their litter. In this pen, we have 28 pigs, and their feed is actually a composition. It contains several ingredients such as corn, which provides them with energy, soya bean, which provides them with the protein. We also have palm kernel cake, and we also have something like wheat offal in it. All these are actually compounded together at specific ratios, and this provides them the energy and protein they need to grow. And when they are sick, we actually have a veterinary doctor who comes in, is a specialist, to check them and administer the right medications for their proper health. Pigs generally take 6 months to be ready for slaughter. But if you are to breed them for other purposes, you could actually go as low as 3 months. That's if you want to sell them for other farmers. But if you are interested in production, 6 months is appropriate. I want to go into pig production, and also I wish to have a processing plant in which I can actually slaughter them and make sure that the meat is produced in a hygienic condition and then sold to the people, to the consumers.
The students do not have to worry about accommodation and feeding because it has been taken care of by the Lagos State government at no cost. 1,200 participants are being trained annually, accommodating 200 students per batch. For those interested in taking advantage of Lagos Agripreneurship program, they are welcome.
They are youths who are interested in agriculture. They met the recruitment criteria for this program. That is why they are here. In coming here, they applied online. Shortlisting was made for those who qualified to move on to the second round of the recruitment exercise, which is the aptitude test. The successful ones are the ones who have been given admission to come for this program. And this program is usually implemented in 2 phases. The first phase is the training program, which is why they are here. They will be with us here for 1 month, during which feeding and accommodation will actually be provided by government. At the end of, in fact, during the training program, they will be in the classroom, they will also be on the field at the ratio of 30 to 70%. So they spend more time on the field than in the class, because we believe that what they see, what they feel, and what they perceive, we stay with them longer than what they have read in books. And so at the end of this training program, they are also to proceed on the second phase of the program, of the Lagos Agripreneurship program, which is the internship and the mentoring phase, where they are exposed to more real-life experience. So participants will be placed at locations not too far away from their areas of residence for ease of attendance to those agri-businesses. They are going to be there for 3 months, so that makes it a total of 1 + 3, that's 4 months for the entire program, after which a certificate of attendance will be issued to all the participants. We place advertisements using the ministry's social media handles. We make posters sometimes too to disseminate information about this program. So interested participants who meet the criteria usually go online to register and submit their application for processing. There is a web portal precisely that is created for this program, which is labapplication.com. There are no white-collar jobs out there, but through agriculture, you can actually get yourself gainfully employed. So my appeal to the youths out there who are yet to find their own bearing in the society is to key into agriculture by starting with our Lagos Agripreneurship program, where they will be equipped with the right skills and knowledge to start up their agri-businesses.
LAP is a strategic and efficient approach designed to train young people in poultry, aquaculture, vegetables, entrepreneurship and agriculture tech models that would help showcase the opportunities in the food system, create job and income opportunities for citizens. The Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems shares more light on how the program has been restructured.
It's a 3-month internship, a 1-month on-site training. So what is happening right now is 1 month of on-site training, 3 months of internship would follow. And after that, with certifications being given and the identification of those that have done well, there will be support given. And this support would also be implemented in our incubation centers of both Araga and Songa in Badagry. It's important to note also that we've had several misconceptions about the program, which led to a bit of a hiatus for us to be able to reassess and plug the gaps that we identified. We have seen that there has been a disconnect of some sort with participants, expecting that once they come into the program and after they finish, all of them will be empowered or given support and what have you. But it doesn't work that way. There's a restriction based on the size of the budget that will be made available. So as regards that, to empower everybody will be a Herculean task. Not that we don't want to, but that's why we try to find means and ways. When you have several programs, you plug in the gaps and you put people in different programs for them to be able to benefit from. The lapse we had, which we are now trying to address, is the fact that when we have the LAP program, our activation enterprise support program does not go simultaneously with it because there are two different line items in our budget. So that you have the approval to run the LAP program does not mean that you necessarily get the approval for the enterprise support program at the same time. So depending on the gap that we have in this timing, it would also affect how fast these trained beneficiaries can be supported. So we've seen that that is not helping, and as such, going forward, the idea would be for every LAP program that will carry on, support has to be embedded within, such that any cohort that is finishing, then the identification of the top students, the empowerment is done for them immediately. So this is what we'll be implementing going forward in the 2024 budget for LAP. And then with regards to their monitoring, I mentioned that when we give support, we also ensure that the support is carried out and the implementation is within our incubation centers of Araga and Songhai. So we have extension officers from the Lagos State Agric Development Authority, and we have other staff members who are there with them, and they stay there for a minimum of a 1-year period to ensure that they run several cycles till they are well entrenched in the modalities of production and processing.
So far, 3,200 participants have been trained on the Lagos Agripreneurship program between February 2020 to December 2023, creating over 3,000 direct jobs for residents, thereby increasing economic activities of host communities and promoting food security in Lagos State.
And that's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, be the best you can, obey all state laws, live a healthy life, but most importantly, please stay safe. Till next time, it's bye for now.